Welcome back to Market Day Report. I am Scott Shelley, otherwise known as the Cow Guy. Let's get after it. Thanks for joining us. If you're just joining us, and then hopefully we make you stay all day. Let's take a look at these prices because that's what you're tuned in for, not me. How about let's take a look at corn. That July gaining on the SEP. Sounds weird to say that, but SEP's really fallen off here, 23 3/4 cents to 6.59. But July's only off 11 1/4 cents. So really, corn taking it on the chin here, but that July SEP spread now widening again, as July does not lose as much as SEP, right? And December, the new crop, 6.51 3/4 is last, down 22 1/4 cents. Ouch. Corn getting hurt here. Gonna blame it on the weather here, but let's see what soybeans are doing. July's up 18 cents, 16.28 3/4. Well, we've got Novi new crops up, what's that? 7.5 cents, 14.31 3/4. All right, not bad. That's a decent board. Wheat was lower earlier, and it still is. July's off 7 3/4 cents to 9.16. That's about 6 cents off the lows. If you go out, say, even to December, that's also off about 7 1/4 cents to 9.45. And that, too, about 6-7 cents off of the lows out there. How about Kansas City and the hard red wheat out there? Well, we've got July off 9 1/4 cents. 9.83 1/4 is last, while, say, even December's off 9 1/4 cents as well to 9.98 3/4, losing that 10 handle in that KC hard red wheat. Spring wheat in Minneapolis. What do we got going on over there? 9 3/4 cents lower in that July to 10.61 even. It's about 6 cents off the lows there, folks. And we've got, say, December off 7 1/4 cents to 10.69 even itself. All right. And then lastly, cotton was limit down. Has it gotten any better for us? Survey says no. We've got October off 400 points, 103 spot 15 last, and we go out the deferreds losing all 400 points each. So that's a negative cotton board for sure. Let's take a quick, let's talk to our next guest analyst, actually, Todd Horowitz. He's in Las Vegas. He's with Bubba Trading in Las Vegas. All right, Todd, I just rattled off some prices for you after the weekend weather. We've got a big report at the end of the week, or kind of at the end of the month, actually. What are your thoughts here?
Well, I think they're really just churning around, Scott. You know, we've seen corn and wheat both higher and lower today. I mean, corn's been under a little bit more pressure. But I don't think there's a whole lot to worry about here. I mean, obviously, we always get nervous with price, but I don't think that what we think is going to change. And I think that you're going to see higher prices before it's all said and done. We're still in the early stages here. You know, just finished planting. You know, we're not even close to harvest. And I think that we're going to see by the time we get there that these prices are going to take off to the upside. I think that you have a lot of bullish information that is kind of being played down right now. But when we come to the food shortage, when we come to the problems, and we come for delivery, I think we're going to see prices start to take off again.
Yeah, I mean, coming into this morning, we had new crop corn off $1.21 over the last few weeks. New crop beans off $1.84, and then September wheat $3.59, I think, lower. How much is that? How much do you think that is maybe an overextension, a little bit of weather sneaking in that was a little bit better than they thought, and/or maybe the economy also falling apart around us?
Well, I think the economy is falling apart around us, but I also think that, you know, remember, I think some people are taking off, you know, positions. They're setting up. There's some that are willing to take these prices. So you're seeing, I think that's what's actually accelerated some of the selling into a slower market. Remember, we have a market that's really trading on a lack of volume. And when you get some sellers starting to step in, you get a little bit nervous. You start taking them off. So if you're not hedged and you want to lock in some dough, you're going to go ahead and sell some here. And I think that's what you've seen, some selling into a very quiet market, which will push prices around a little bit faster than we'd like to see them.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, I think the point you're also making there is it highlights the fact that when you've seen what's been happening in Bitcoin and equities and even bonds for that matter, there are some folks that are maybe liquidating some of their commodities positions that they were in for that short inflation trade that they were looking for and maybe had to pay for some other things elsewhere. So there's a lot of things going on, but we're all related. That's the issue. All right, stay right there. We're going to go away. We're going to pay some bills. We're going to come back and talk more with Todd Horowitz from Bubba Trading in Las Vegas after this. All right, welcome back to Commodity Wrap Kickoff. That's the radio show. There I tell you what, I'm going to fly in my brain forever and ever. Amen. Market Day Report. That's what we're doing here. Thanks for tuning in with us. If you want to get to know me a little bit better, maybe you don't. Who knows? But at Scott the Cow Guy on Twitter, that's the best place to go. And I use that Cow Guy thing as cheap segue into taking a look at what's going on in live cattle. Let's bring live cattle up real quick. And we've got a little bit of it's a mixed market, I'll say. August is off 17 cents to 133.20. October is off 2 cents, but you got a little bit of a gain when you go out the defers, but still the gains are only 22 and 32 cents. So August is at 133.20, and just a kind of a mixed board from there on out. Live cattle not doing very much. Feeders, are they going to be benefiting from the corn board? They're trying to. We got a $2 gain in August. That's 174.50. Take it. And we've got, say, November up $1.77 to 180.25. Then moving right along. Let's see what's going on with that lean hog market. We're all lower here, starting in July for 32 cents. Last is 110.60, but if you go out the deferreds, it kind of gains a little steam to the negative side. December's off $1.65 to 83.65. Bring back in Todd Horwitz from the wings. He's been waiting patiently. Todd, anything to say about the livestock here? Maybe anything really change your mind when it came to the cattle on feed?
Actually, I'm waiting for commodity rep. I think that, look, I think we're pretty much fairly priced here, Scott. I think we're probably a little pricey in feeders. I think fats are probably fairly priced, and I think hogs are probably fairly priced. Now, again, they can change, and what's fair today might not be fair tomorrow. But, I don't see a huge range or huge swings coming in here. We're kind of up against the inflationary cycle, and, it'll depend on delivery to stores. It'll depend on what the prices have to be. And, of course, feed prices, that they change. There's a whole bunch of things working against cattle. I don't think they're going a lot higher, but I think they're probably fairly priced, and I don't see them going a lot lower either at this point, unless we get some real disastrous news for the overall economy.
Well, we'll get some more economic indicators this week. We're also going to get that end of the month report for the row crops, so we'll see about how this market trades going into that long weekend and those two big events. We'll see. All right, I really appreciate that. Todd Horwitz with Bubba Trading in Las Vegas. Bring it back here to Nashville so I can throw it over to Janet.